All right, what's going on YouTube on this Friday evening? I've been hanging out with my family tonight, and so I just wanted to get you guys an update real quick because I said I'd get a video out every day, and here we go. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I am a crypto trader and a forex trader. Here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. All right, I had a pretty good call last night. Except that I don't know, guys, not looking so great to the upside. Want to talk about what I'm seeing. Don't forget, what I'm about to share is not financial advice, never intended. Just my view of the market through an Elliott Wave lens, and hope you guys can benefit from it. All right, let's jump into the market. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. All right, getting some context here. Don't know if this is a triangle or not, guys, but right now my count to the upside to hit this $11,900 target. I don't like the structure here. I don't like the way this wave looks to come up in here and hit that. Certainly, it could market can do whatever it wants to. Okay, but we understand that, but I just don't like the way it looks for it to do that. So it could be finished. We could be done already, and actually have a wave to the downside and a two wave up and be heading down. So anyway, in other words, we might be heading to the downside. And I mentioned that. I've mentioned that last several videos. In fact, all week we could be going down now, but I want to be on guard for an up move to this 11,900. So let's zoom in, see if there's anything in the micro count, guys, that would say, hey, are we going down or up from here? And we have to be nimble, guys. We always have ideas, and I know some of you were, happy that I called what I did last night. I appreciate those positive comments, but I want you to stay sober about those things because, targets can be hit all the time, okay, in the wave shape, but then take another form afterwards, because there's often several scenarios in play. And I don't have time in every video to show you every scenario. You get confused, and so what I try to do is show you my bias and maybe a couple of possibilities, maybe. So I'm going to show you. We're going to analyze the waves, and then I'm going to tell you what my bias is, where I'm thinking it's headed. So just remember, just don't blindly trade off of these calls, please. We in our trading group, I offer this information regularly to the trading group, but we also know that at any time the analysis might get invalidated at some point. So you need to not only listen to the TA, but you need to hold it at arm's length and say, hey, listen, this may become invalidated, and so you need to use good risk management when you're trading. So make sure you're doing that, because the market knows how to take your money for sure. The market definitely knows how to take your money. And if you don't know what to expect, because we're always monitoring the waves, once we hit targets and take a position, we're monitoring the micro counts, looking at structures, seeing what we're seeing, so we can know whether we hold the trade or keep it. Okay. Hold it or let it go. Excuse me. So let's look in and let's see. See, right now we're currently long here. I'm not in profit yet, hanging around break even, or a very small loss right now. Just kind of in the drawdown phase of the trade. And let's see. Let's go into the 30-minute chart and see what we see here on this time frame. Okay. So what we had. I'm just going to move this out of the way so it's just not. I'm just going to delete it here so it's not on my screen. All right, so what we were possibly looking at, guys, last night when we were talking about this wave structure is we got a three-wave move, okay? And then I said, okay, we got a three-wave, and then a five-wave. So it's a nice flat, okay, to the upside. So we're counting this as a three-wave move, and then we have a flat to the upside. And then we were looking for a three-wave down. Here's my problem, guys. And so we did get that three-wave move, but my problem with that three-wave move is awful deep, guys, awful deep. Let's see. It's well beyond. It came well beyond and tested the 1618 two times, but we have been hanging in. We're hanging in there, guys. So it's still a possibility. But here's the problem: the wave structure is not really. It's not really supporting a move to the upside in my book. Let me show you why. I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame. We're going to just look at this wave right here. Okay, it's not super supportive of an upside count. So first off, here's the bottom. Here's the lowest point. Okay, when I put the fibs on this guy here, what we've got is, if you can see it clearly, we've got a three-wave move right there. That three-wave move comes to the one-to-one extension. Okay, now there's two things that could be when that happens. Generally speaking, we're looking at a corrective wave. That's a corrective three wave, and we would anticipate another move down. Now, what we've been getting here is a lot of chop here, which is pretty interesting wave pattern. But the market also knows that this is kind of in that ballpark where it's do or die here for Bitcoin. Um, Now, so that's a three-wave move that came to a corrective fib. There's two options. Number one, it could just simply be a three-wave move. Oh, sorry, could simply be a three-wave move, and then we're getting ready to head down. Or it's the beginning of a WXY, which is what I think probably is in play here, where you have um, a three-wave move, and then you've got, how do I see this here? It's a little tricky. I guess we're gonna call this the. I just don't like that, but it works. Yeah, it works. We got a three, and then we got this flat three there. So that's a 3-3-3. So I'm okay with that being a three-way move. And then I would expect a three-way move back up to the upside. Okay, I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking here for now. So that's a possibility, and so that would be basically a W, X, and a Y. What kind of target are we looking for here? Well, you just throw the fibs on it. Boom, 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 like so. And that gives us a target up here at 11,400 to 11,484. Okay, those would be the targets I'd be watching for. Now, that's a possibility. Okay, and if this happens, guys, what we would expect here is a further dump. Further dump. We're going down more. Okay. Now that's one possibility. Let me talk to you about another possibility here. Sometimes when you get what looks like a three-way move, there we go. When you get what looks like a three-way move at the beginning, it actually could be a 1-2-1-2, which is I've talked about this in previous videos, but basically this is a one wave and then a two wave, and this is a one wave and a two wave of the next wave, and so the next move is going to be a really big move to the upside. It's possible, and so we're still long right now because we haven't invalidated the long yet. But it's just the wave structure here, not a big fan of it. What also this wave structure could be, now that I look at it a little bit more carefully, could be dealing with a triangle right here in the B wave. So could be a triangle here, right here in the B wave. So we got a three-wave move there. That triangle is actually a three-wave move in and of itself. We count that A, B, C, D, E. Boom. Should be getting some kind of a pullback here and then a breakout here to get us up here to that level still. So that would be basically a three-wave move like that. Still looking for a dump after that. That's the way I'd be looking at that wave structure. So right now, guys, the wave structure is looking corrective. It's not looking impulse to the upside like we would hope. So even though we came down and hit our target, which is fine and dandy, we have not hit it in such a way, guys, that I'm encouraged to say, hey, we're going to continue on to the upside now, or we've hit our corrective move and we're on to the upside. In fact, it's looking more to the downside, best I can tell, but I can't be certain of that. So right now I'm still long. I'm gonna take the long up to here if it comes, and then if we get up here to the 1-to-1 extension here in if we get up here in three waves up to the 1-to-1 extension, then I'm gonna be looking to take a short from there, most likely. We'll have to pay attention to the RSI and some other things as well. All right, so in that case, we'd have to be looking at this as an impulse to the downside. Okay, this is an impulse from 11,700. How would we interpret this then as an impulse? Let me show you. This first move here, I'm going to go down to the 5-minute time frame here and show you. Got sniffles, guys, stuffed up. All right, hard to see it, but what we've got, there we go. What we actually have is we could have a 5-wave move right off the top. 1, 2. Okay, all of this is 3 right here, down to this point right here. We have a flat 4th wave, and then we have a 5th wave move right there. And so basically, there's a 5-wave count. Okay, so if I spent the time to, and let me take the minute and subdivide it for you, okay? Let me just take a minute and subdivide it for you. Remove my drawings here. There we go. Do a little counting with you. We go 1, 2. Okay. Now, we'll put 3 right here. 4 is going to be here. And 5. Now, it's tricky. This fourth wave's a little tricky, but let me show you what you've got here. What you've got is a 335, okay? A 335 correction. So when we got to the bottom of 3 here, look at the structure here. What do you have here? There's a 3 wave right there. Then we got a 3 wave again. Then we got an impulse. Okay, and what that is a flat. That's a 335 correction. Okay, boom, 3, 3, 5. It's got a flat shape to it. And then we had an impulse down, a 5th wave impulse. So that's how we'd look at it. Okay. You can see that there are 5 waves subdivided here in the 3rd wave. So I always like to see the subwaves in wave 3. You can see 5 waves there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. Okay, so everything works. That count works very nicely, and then you can actually see 5 waves in the 5th wave. And so that's actually, instead of looking at that as a 3-wave move, guys, it actually can be interpreted as a 5-wave move. And there's 5 waves, guys. Okay, has an extended 5th wave, but there's 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if that's a 5, then what do we have next? Well, we have that flat correction that we were looking at. So that's a 5, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a 5. So there's a big old flat right here. Boom, boom, boom. Oop. Stop. We talked about this last night as well. Not breaking any new ground here. There's a flat correction there. So we got a 5-wave move, 3-wave pullback, and now what do we got? We got another 5-wave, and now we're getting a 3-wave pullback. And that's what I would call, guys, a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? In other words, what you're getting here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then down. Why not just a 5, 3, 5, and then we go up from here? Well, the only way to support that is that you'd have to say that this was the bottom of the truncated 5th wave. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Truncated 5th wave, and this is a 5-wave move, 3-wave pullback, and then we go. Okay? So, in other words, that's the only way you'd have to support this is you say that's a truncated 5th, which I just don't like. I don't like to say that a whole lot. I tend to shy away from that, but this is how you'd have to count it, like that. I don't like that count because the 5th doesn't make it low or low. It's possible. But instead, right now, the way I'm interpreting this is that this is a 3-wave move. Okay. Now, if this is a truncated 5th, market can do that if they want to. And that would mean this is a 5-wave. We got a 3-wave down, and then we go up. That's why we're still long. Okay. So we're still holding it because regardless, I've got 2 counts now, basically. That I've got a 3. I got a triangle here, and then I'm looking for a 3-wave up here to this 1-to-1 region in this ballpark right here. Okay, 11.4, 11.5 in that ballpark there. 11.484, I think it was. And then I'm looking for down from there. If we continue on past there, well, then possibly that 3-wave move that we were talking about is still in play, and I'm still in position to hold that trade and continue on with it. So those are the 2 options that I see on the table right now. I see basically we could have a 5. Whoop, sorry. Oh, what in the world did I just do? There we go. So, options on the table just to recap here. We got this could be a 5-wave, 3-wave, 5-wave. That's a finished 3-wave correction. Okay, we got a truncated 5th. We're getting a 1, 2 to the upside. Next wave is going to be nice and big to the upside. Okay, or this is a 1, 2. Sorry, let me move this out of my picture. There. Sorry. So we got a 1, then that's a 2. Okay, and this is a 1. And then a 2 of the next wave, and then the next wave is going to be big to the downside. So that's what's at stake, guys. So how do you determine how to trade this and what to do? Well, RSI is going to help us, but wave count and wave structure is also going to help us, okay? If we start getting an up move from here, Okay, that gets us up here to 11,478 in that ballpark there. If we start getting it up, move there. Okay, if it starts surpassing that to 11,534, okay, and then gets up here to 11.6, guys. Then once it gets up here to 11.6, we're going to be thinking bullish. Okay, we're not going to be thinking 1-2-1-2 anymore. We're going to be thinking this is pretty bullish, and it's probably going to be heading up to that $11,900 target that we've been talking about. Okay, so that's what we're going to watch. We're going to watch these Fibonacci's, okay? Because the 1-to-1 extension and the 127 extension are corrective Fibonacci's, whereas the 1618 indicates you have more of an impulsive move. Okay, now just because it gets to the 1618 doesn't mean it's an impulse. It just means that it's a higher probability that we're dealing with an impulse wave to the upside rather than a corrective wave that's going to reverse on us and come back down. So that's what we're trying to identify. Are we going to get a three-wave correction that's going to reverse and come down, or are we going to get an impulse off of this and continue on up to 11,900? That's where we are in the chart, guys. So, like I said, I'm still long. I'm not short. I will be looking for this wave to come up here to this region, and if it does make it up here, then I'm going to be looking for a short in that region there. Potentially, just depending on wave structure and what kind of wave action we get there. Okay, let's take a peek at Ethereum really quickly because you got the same kind of idea there. Okay, so we're dealing again with a WXY here. I'm looking for a potential target up here to $374, $375 in that region, and once we get up there, then I'm looking for a short. A move to the downside. Now, I'm pretty biased to the downside right now. I want you to take a peek at this fractal that I showed my Telegram group last night. I said to watch out for, even though the analysis, we're trading it up because we have an idea and we got good targets and good risk to reward to up, that we have a very strong possibility that this may dump. Let me show you, get some of this off the chart here so you can kind of see. I want you to pay attention to this wave right here and compare it to this wave here. Okay. In fact, it might help if I just remove all my drawings. There we go. And just take a peek at the shape of this wave off the top here. Okay. Just boom, 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 boom. Okay. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. So we got a high potential that it might be going down here. Looking very dumpy. So be careful. I'm still expecting, again, a move up here, get us a three-wave move up here to about 374 range in Ethereum, and then probably a dump after that. Okay, so that's the way I'm thinking about that, and it might be fairly substantial. So be careful, okay? Because when we zoom out, you can see that we have a potential finished three-wave move. WXY right there, okay? And that's a 1 and a 2 or an A and a B. And now we're going to get a big wave to the downside. See, now it's not going to go straight down. It's gonna go and bounce and go and bounce and go and bounce. But really, really strong potential there of a downside move. So what would be the target if it goes down from here? You guys would target at $209. First target would be 250. And then 210. So be careful, guys. Down is a real potential. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope that was a helpful analysis to you. Don't forget to subscribe, share the channel, tweet it out, get the word out that Jim of All Trades is around, and that would be awesome. Thanks again for your support of the channel. Appreciate it. Glad you stopped by. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.